Good evening. This is the evening news on Remote TV. I am Ajala AMD. On national news, the Plateau State Police Command has confirmed the killing of AIG Christopher Deja, an aide to the Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom, the deceased who was reportedly shot and killed at the Bukuru area of Just South local government on Monday evening, and the police stated some suspects has been arrested and investigation is ongoing. It was not clear if his coming to Just had anything to do with the ongoing meeting of citizens of Plateau, Benue, Nasarawa, and the FCT in Jos for the public hearing of the House of Representatives Committee on Constitution Review. From the investigation so far, it appeared that he was trailed and shot. He arrived at Jos from Makurdi on the same date at about 19:30 hours. Some suspects have been arrested. Meanwhile, the investigation is still ongoing. Still on national news, Chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum and Governor of Ondo State, AKEREDOLU, called for the adoption of a unicameral legislature against the current bicameral structure. This came on the day Speaker of the House of Representatives said the 1999 Constitution has fallen short of the expectations of Nigerians and needs review. AKEREDOLU, who spoke at the Southwest Zonal Public Hearing organized by the House of Representatives Committees on Constitution Review in Akure, Ondo State, said membership of the National Assembly should be on part-time basis. No member should earn allowance, none known to the Revenue Mobilization, Fiscal and Allocation Committee, and more importantly, the people they claim to serve. Legislators should earn under a uniform salary structure. Allowance peculiarities must not be about inadequacy. It is becoming increasingly embarrassing to those who reason deeply enough to observe that while the people wallow in despair, those who claim to represent them revel in greed. Now in international news, the African Union has suspended Mali's membership in response to last week's military coup and threatened sanctions if a civilian-led government is not restored. It said in a statement on Tuesday. The military arrested interim President Baounda and Prime Minister last week and pressured them to resign, derailing a transition to democratic elections after another military coup last August. Former Vice President Assimi Goïta, a colonel who led the August coup and last week revolt, was declared president on Friday. The African Union called for transparency and swift return to the civilian-led transition. The Council will not hesitate to impose targeted sanctions, the AU's Peace and Security Council said. Mali's neighbors and international powers fear the latest revolt will jeopardize a commitment to hold a presidential election in February and undermine a regional fight against Islamist militants, some of which are based in Mali's desert north. The African nation suspended Mali after last August coup, but reinstated the country a few weeks later after the heads of the new civilian-led transitional government were announced. Now on sports news. Hosting the Olympics during the current state of coronavirus infection in Japan was not normal. Japan's most senior medical advisor had said this in one of the strongest warnings yet about the risk from the troubled games. Doctors have set the Olympics due to start on July 23 after a postponement from last year, which strained a healthcare system already seeing record numbers in critical conditions. Japan has reported more than 750,000 cases of the coronavirus since the start of the pandemic, including 13,170 deaths as of June 2nd. Only 2.7% of Japan's population has been fully vaccinated, and the current state targeting older adults is not scheduled to finish before the games start. The pace of new infection has, however, slowed. If we are going to hold the games under these circumstances, then I think it's Olympic organizers' responsibility to downsize the scale of the event and strengthen coronavirus control as much as possible, Omi said. And now, entertainment news. Nigerian rapper Abaga has asked Nigerians to ignore the narrative that the Igbo people are not loved in the country. The music star made this known via his Twitter page on Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. While reacting to the tweet posted by the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. It would be recalled that the President released a series of tweets on Tuesday morning, slamming the increase in the destruction of government properties in the eastern part of the country. Those tweets didn't sit well with many, as it was met with mixed reactions. And that's it on Evening News on Remote TV. For more news, you can follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Official Remote TV. You can also visit our website at www.remotetv.com.ng. I am Ajala Ayomide. Good evening.